Here are examples of Porsche Tiger tanks with the guns reversed. And there's some guys there. Two of the Porsche Tiger units during the test period in 1942. The turrets are reversed. So the Germans produced 90 bodies, units, and then they made them into the Elefant. A side view of the Elefant shows the armored superstructure which replaced the rotating turret of the Porsche Tiger. The circular indentation on the side of the hull was originally an escape hatch for their driver. Later it was eliminated completely, whether they like it or not. There's a vague silhouette of a circle right here. That was escape hatch right here for the driver. So this is an altered format of the Porsche Tiger tank, and this is an 88mm, and this is an 88mm. So they're getting into the gigantic guns. Here's this other frame. The additional armor bolted to the Elefant's hull is clearly visible in this picture. So I have these enormous plates right here, bolted on with rivets, which is a big no-no. But I guess they slowly learn their lesson. Engine of Die Elefant, or Der Elefant. This unit was intended to become the main German engine starting in 1945. It never reached the stage of mass production, however. It's a pretty nice piece. Pretty big. Another engine. Continuous failures experienced with a 10-cylinder air-cooled tank engines prompted Porsche to create a 16-cylinder diesel engine designed to replace the Maybach water-cooled Tiger power plant. Only a few engines of this kind were built by Graz Simmering Parker. Okay, so see there's that engine. It's a 10-cylinder air-cooled tank engine. So I made a drawing. So what I'll do is this. I'll mount the little driver escape hatch. Here's the driver. And here's this escape hatch. And now he's stuck in there whether he wants to or not. Here is a back port for removal of the gun. And then a secondary port for the removal of shells. And we'll get into that. Now let's mount the engine. So put an engine here, and it will be that 10-cylinder air-cooled piece. And another engine over here, right? And then I believe there's a electro-servo mechanism, dynamometer. So we'll put that in here, and this powers that. It goes bzzz, and then it powers the tracks. Powers the tracks. Kind of a complex system. Kind of like a Prius, right? Yes? No? I'm reminded of the Prius when I see the sequence of the power energy system. Okay, so we got that. It's my epic drawing. Go over here. Here's the example at Aberdeen. And this photograph was taken a long time ago because this baby is not there anymore. So here's the engine port, removal hatch, shell, port, shell, removal hatch. Smaller. It's like concentric. It's pretty cool. And it says, a rear view of the Elefant preserved at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds shows the interlocking armor plates of the superstructure used on most German vehicles from 1943. The concentric hatches in the rear plate of the superstructure were served for the ejection of empty cartridges. It's a little one. During combat. And also the large one. This biggie, for the removal of the gun. The 88mm piece. 88mm pack. And here's a recovery vehicle, Elefant. Here's some examples of elephants, 3 of them. Now today, here in the year 2012, December 2012, there's only 2 elephants in the whole world. Here's combat footage of elephants. Here's some models. This is a mock-up of a ram elephant. And it was going to be a plow coming out here. And the Germans were going to ram Stalingrad buildings. Here's the hull. And just plow them instead of like shooting them. But it didn't go. Kind of like a little weird. You got the big, nice formats. Front, gigantic 88mm. Panzerjäger Tiger, Porsche, Elefant. 3/4 front view, 3/4 rear view. Antenna, wow. Good Vizio on the hatches. Now, other examples of 88mm guns. This is the Hornice, or a Nashorn. It is an 88mm gun right there. Very high silhouette, mounted on a, looks like a Panzer IV hull. The Hornice tank destroyer, equipped with the 8.8 centimeter gun, began to reach the Eastern Front in spring 1943. The Hornice could destroy a KV-1 at 2,000 meters, as demonstrated during the defense of the Orel salient. Bundesarchiv, Bild 101. Photo Bergman Johannes. So there's, is it a Nashorn and a Hornice, or are they different? But anyway, there's this one, and then there's this one too. The gun is visible here, and then the track. Okay, got that. Another example, is quite an epic 88mm. The Toad 8.8 centimeter Pak 43 arrived on the Eastern Front in fall 1943. Although a potent answer to the KV-1, the Pak 43 was a repudiation of previous German Panzerjäger doctrine, since it had little mobility and was difficult to conceal. When the German army retreated, as it was always doing after Kursk, heavy weapons like this were likely to be abandoned. So, thanks be to that, the Russians have a nice collection of pack guns of this caliber. That's the 88mm. And so that is comparably like that. And here's my drawing. Here's this enormous 88mm gun. Pack. It destroys a KV-1 at 2,000 meters. Well, I hope you enjoyed this production. It was fun.